What's up, guys? Carlos here from Blade Hacks, and today we're going to be reviewing the Roces Fifth Element Buio. So I got the skate directly from Roces a few days ago. Their customer service is awesome, by the way. They even made sure, hey, do you got your skate? They just keep emailing me, so I couldn't be more happy. The way to start out is I won the QCKC contest in the Oso skate park, and the prize was a bunch of stuff and also a Rochi skate. So I have a rain liner in here that I already had and I'm still working on wearing in, and then I have my Kaiser frame that I've been skating for a while. So starting out, we have a really big sole plate, an awesome backside plate, a still really good negative size. I'm not having any problems with my negative grinds. This sole plate's a little unique because it is a two-piece. So you got a front piece and a back piece. So I've seen people have just the white and then a front. It looks kind of like a Converse All-Star shoe. It's pretty unique. The buckle system is a little different here because you pretty much have to attach it and then flip it down. And then you have the release here inside of the cup. I skated at the most widest position you can skate it in, and they bend pretty good. Coming back, from SL and Razors, they are very similar. This is a size 10. I normally skate an 8-9 shell in most skates and use a 10 liner, and that's my version of downsizing it. It's worked in the past. I believe in a Rochi skate I could possibly do this also, because I have absolutely no feeling of anything in front of me. So I probably could have skated a 9 shell. With that being said, the stock liners, I think they're the best stock liners on the market. For all the skates and where you can actually take the liner out, these are it. And the reason I say that is they're already malleable. They got big tongues. They're all, the whole top part's reinforced, and the bottom's got a leathery-like material. They're fairly light, and they have a huge foam piece on the insert. You look at this memory foam, it looks like something out of a running shoe from Hoka. I mean, it is a lot. Now, the reason that they have this much, I found out very quickly, is because when I take my rain liner out here, and you look inside of here, that's all you got. It's a liner sitting on there. So coming from Razors and being tall, I like to sit at an angle. I use one of these bad boys. It's the Aeon shock absorber that I threw in there. I don't think it's enough, but it worked out pretty good, and definitely it makes up for that memory foam. The memory foam's amazing, but the whole foot's still sitting flat. So for me personally, I gotta sit at an angle. So I've skated these a couple different parks, and haven't really been able to street skate. The weather's been terrible. Even in the parks have been mostly wet, so you're just kind of finagling and skating what you can. I'm pretty happy with them. I didn't really have to make any sacrifices as far as tricks. I went straight into 360 tricks, flat spins, all that kind of stuff was working out fairly good. The weight distribution is a little different. I mean, you're gonna have that for skates. I feel a little bit more confident on rails. It might be because of the larger sole plate. So skating on quarters and other transition ramps, this skate does phenomenally well. And I believe the reason for that is because the sole plate is not fully flush. In other words, it's not fully flat. Once you're on an obstacle, it's at a little bit of an angle. And so what that does is you have less material on top of the coping, and it gives you more room to slide, if that makes sense. So as you can see in this video, the transition grinds are phenomenal because I usually get stuck on quarters and, I'll try to slide banks, stuff like that. and I get stuck, or I'm having to wax and wax and wax and then come back and re-wax, and it's still not doing great. With this skate, I went over about one time and I was gliding. And next up, we're gonna test them out on the. Went over to Richmond and tried out this little fly box pyramid looking thing. I don't even know what it's called anymore, but I thought it had round coping in the pictures I saw, but it does not. So it was a little bit more difficult. But as you can see here in the video we're about to watch, that even the combos and the switch ups are very. I feel very controlled in them, so that makes me like the skate even more, and it shows me just how close they are to razors. All right, and now getting to my favorite part of probably this video and just everything in rollerblading for me personally are flips, spins, twists, all that kind of creative gymnastics looking stuff that rollerbladers aren't too fond of, but everybody that's watching rollerblading really likes. I had no issues at all flipping and spinning with these skates. Again, weight distribution made it feel somewhat unique, but when it came down to it, I was landing flat spins and bios pretty much on my first landing, and then I went back and cleaned them up a few times to film. But overall, that was probably the easiest transition for me, which normally becomes the most difficult because, again, you're going over your axis, you're flipping, you're upside down, and you're doing this in a new shoe. It's a little risky, thinking of the things that can happen, but I had absolutely no issues here, and that's one of the reasons I'm really happy with this skate. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. This one was, I think, 3 days worth of work. We had weather issues, and we ended up doing only skate parks because, again, Virginia, it's impossible to skate street here almost. So it's a great skate. Hope this helps make a decision if you were looking at possibly get one of these Roces fifth element models. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We can always use some more support. Try to make this make rollerblading a little bit more popular, and I enjoy doing trick tips and everything else. If you ever need anything, put it in the comments, and I'll try to help you out, get you where you need to be in your skate career.